Okay, I am just logging on. I just had dinner. Boom, boom. In case anyone comes on, it's probably going to be real short tonight. I don't anticipate this going too long. What are we going to do? I was listening to something before. I'll just kind of listen to it until people want to come on. Actually, I'm gonna post this. Guess the video game.
With the Overmind and its cerebrates destroyed, all of the Zerg in this sector have reverted to your direct control.
Let's see if anyone could guess this. Maybe they played it.
But I have no idea how many functional ships they still possess. We have finished relocating your primary hive clusters to this orbital platform. However, we do have a problem. Somehow, Zeratul and his brethren were able to bypass our defenses and steal their matriarch away from us.
Damn Zeratul. He is a formidable adversary. Where have they run to, Duran?
Our scouts report that they have...
she said Duran. But don't get confused. It's not Duran.
The matriarch is being held within a stasis cell.
Or is it?
That the Protoss will attempt to take her home to Shakuras.
They still believe that she can be saved from my influence. Zeratul will be very disappointed to learn that Rashagal is beyond redemption. How much time before their fleet is ready to depart for Shakuras?
They will be capable of dimensional recall within 30 minutes, my queen.
That may be all the time we need. Cerebrate, mobilize all of my broods and send them to the surface of Char. I want you to bring both the Matriarch and Zeratul to me alive. Terminate the remaining Protoss with extreme prejudice.
Damn you, Kerrigan, for what I must do.
Thank you, Zeratul. You have freed me from her vile control at last. You have always served me with honor. Thus, I must ask you to watch over my tribe. Into your hands I give the future.
I can hardly believe this. You've killed your own matriarch.
Better that I killed her than let her live as your slave, Kerrigan.
Well, I have misjudged you, warrior. You are worthy indeed. You are free to go.
What?
I said you are free to go. I've already taken your honor. I'll let you live because I know that from now on your every waking moment will be torture. You'll never be able to forgive yourself for what I forced you to do. And that, Zeratul, is a better revenge than I could have ever dreamed of.
You will regret this decision, Kerrigan. We shall meet again.
I'm only doing the audio here. I'm not doing the video. See if who the first person is that could guess this. This is a really popular game back in the day.
My friend, we have suffered a great defeat. Our matriarch is dead. Our fleets have been scattered across the astral winds, and Kerrigan has gained complete control of the Zerg swarms. Yet, as always, we must struggle onward. Our immediate priority is to find Artanis and his warriors. Once we have made contact with him, we can return to Shakuras and plan our next moves.
Prelate Zeratul, we are currently tracking Protoss power signatures emanating from an uncharted moon nearby. The records do not indicate that there has ever been a Protoss settlement in this quadrant.
Strange. It could be Artanis or other survivors of our fleet down there. At any rate, it is our duty to investigate the source of the energy signatures. Set your course for the Dark Moon. If Artanis is there, we shall find him.
Oh, cool. I'm glad it's on the prawn head now.
Zeratul, our sensors have detected a small Terran compound near the source of the energy signatures.
Understood. I'll look into this matter myself. There is a Protoss in this cell.
Danger. Test subject 23 suffering from psychic feedback. Pylon crystals at critical stage. Cell meltdown imminent.
Damn. The Terrans are having more trouble utilizing pylons than I thought.
I'm waiting for more guesses. SOS, Chris.
Why they had imprisoned a Protoss within the cell. As I suspected, there are more stasis cells here. There is a Protoss within this cell as well. Maybe this computer terminal can give me the answers I seek.
Test subject 25 in cryohibernation. Neuroscan compiling data. DNA code computed and archived. Psionic emanations minimal.
The audacity of these Terrans confounds me. If they seek to know more about Protoss warriors, I will give them a first-hand lesson.
I heed thy call.
I used to play this game. It was a while ago.
What's this? There is a surgling in this tank. What is going on here?
Test subject 27 in cryohibernation. Neuroscan completed and archived. DNA code computed and archived. Gene splicing between test subjects 25 and 27 completed. Experiment 2273 progressing.
By the gods, this
I would say this game, hold on, let me pause it for a second. This game is very, very popular in South Korea. I would say South Korea is probably the place where if you're really, really serious, you want to go. Oh, this is intentional. Sean the Prawn. Sean the Prawn. If I show the picture of this, like everyone will get it right away. So I intentionally am just doing the audio.
I heed thy call.
I've never seen a creature like this before.
Test subject 29 classified. Protoss Zerg hybrid. Imperfect cryohibernation. Psionic emanations minimal.
No. Magnificent, isn't it?
What? Who are you?
I've had many names throughout the millennia, young prodigal. You would know me best as Samir Quran.
Kerrigan's consort. Is this part of her twisted scheme?
Let's see if I could.
No.
Maybe I could just shrink the video. Oh, I can. Okay. No, I can't because it'll show it. It'll show it in the title.
I
Damn.
can assure you that this endeavor is quite beyond a narrow understanding.
If you are not her pawn, then what are you?
I am a servant of a far greater power. A power that has led from countless ages and is reflected in the creature within that cell.
Have you any conception of what you've created here? Do you have any idea what this this hybrid is capable of?
Yeah, I just hold on. I'll pause it again. I actually was not going to come on tonight. I had nothing to talk about. I had to do yard work, so I wound up doing yard work, and then I was like, oh, I'm kind of bored. And I was listening to this earlier in the day, which reminds me of like earlier days. Is this about drama? No, Sean the Prawn. This has nothing to do with Trump and Elon Musk. That is, yeah, it has its own beauty. How that's kind of spiraling now out of control. And you kind of knew like the whole honeymoon period between Donald Trump and Elon Musk would work until Elon Musk realized that this quote unquote big, beautiful package did really nothing for his company. And it actually eliminates all the tax credits that his Tesla gets. But I don't think that's why. I think it's more than that. I think Trump took what is it? How unpopular Elon Musk was getting, and decided to dump him because of that. I don't think it had to do anything with Trump, with Musk's Tesla or any other thing.
Creature is the completion of a cycle. Its role in the cosmic order was preordained when the stars were young. Behold the culmination of your history.
All I behold is
Hey, Johnny Blaze.
abomination.
Your violence, young prodigal, is typical, as is your inability to comprehend the greater scheme of things. You can destroy all of the specimens here. It will do you no good. For I have seeded the hybrid on many, many worlds. You will never find them all before they awaken. And when they do, your universe will be changed forever.
Oh, that's a good guess, Johnny Blaze. No, it is not Transformers, though. Yeah, as it turns out, I'm probably the only one that's ever played this game. But I remember playing. What did I play? As a kid in the arcade, I played Crazy Climber. Man, that was back in the real early days. Crazy Climber. That was an insane game. You had to put a quarter into the arcade game, 25 cents to play it. This is back in the days. I think it's probably later than Pac-Man, probably around the time of Miss Pac-Man. No, good guess, Sean the Prom. It's not Roblox. This game also, I think it was like 3 or 4 years late in coming out. They had so many problems with the production and the game itself that it was really late coming out. I'm fast forwarding it a little bit.
Use.
Sealed and locked.
You carry your prison with you. That armor will be your new cell.
Oh, good guess with Pokemon. It is not Pokemon.
War is coming. With all its glory. And all its horror. Mr. Findlay.
I should probably
Freedom.
hold on. Let me replay it. I don't know what that's doing.
No more harm. Celebrate You shall set a trap for our foes. Carry him. We lead them to him.
Minecraft. Good guess. Good guess. Not. It is not Minecraft.
Your servants. Have the mighty Templar lost their infallible courage?
Well spoken, concubine of the Zerg. But though we strike at you from the shadows, do not think we lack the courage to stand in the light. You would do well to abandon this attack.
You seem overconfident of your abilities, Dark One. I am no helpless Cerebrit to be assailed under cover of darkness. I am the Queen of Blades, and my stare alone would reduce you.
No, I'm
to
doing good.
ashes.
I got dinner here,
You and your ilk
and
cease to amuse me.
I got Taco Bell.
Prepare yourself
Hot
for
sauce.
Oblivion's
No.
embrace.
Fire sauce, not just hot sauce. Fire sauce.
You shall know my wrath. Now you will know the fury of the Queen of Blades.
So I'm doing good.
Do
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised with 9 people on. No one. Well, I say 9. One of them's me. So with 8 people on, no one knows this.
The defense of Antioch has restored my faith in the Templar caste.
I'll say between 10 and 20 years ago.
Had shaken my faith.
Indeed, Aldaris. I would hope that the Judicator would put more faith in their Templar brethren.
Where have you
Be
seen?
silent, Judicator. There is no time to waste. I have much to tell you. As you know, the Zerg vanished after the fall of the Terran world of Tarsonis. And though the Conclave bid me return home, I was compelled to remain. A powerful psionic call drew my attention to a remote barren world named Char. Apparently the call was answered by others as well. For upon Char, I encountered those who were once our brethren, the Dark Templar.
Consorting with the fallen ones is heresy.
Enough! Hear me, Executor, for I have learned much from the Dark Templar prelate, Zeratul. The Overmind controls its minions through agents called Cerebrits. Strike down the Cerebrits, and the swarms will surely fall.
Executor, Tacitor may be right. If you can keep the Zerg occupied,
Boom!
they be able to hit it.
You know, if you ask me who I thought would actually get it, I would. And you put Mookie Wilson on the list, who's very, very much into like the pulse, the heart of society. I couldn't deny that Mookie Wilson would be on the top of the list. Yes, congrats, Mookie Wilson. Very good.
Treat their perimeter and
Yeah, I used to play this a long time ago. I got into the top 500 worldwide, although I don't know what cost. It's so much about your internet connection at some point. Yeah, I like that. Game over. Yeah, this is StarCraft, legendary game. It's actually StarCraft 2, but I'm gonna say StarCraft is good enough. Yeah, I used to have a lot of fun with that.
I pray we can trust you, Tassadar.
Although I think you're right. This part might be StarCraft 1.
You must return to Aya at
Mm.
once.
My concern is for the safety of
I didn't play StarCraft 2 so much. I did play StarCraft 1 a lot.
fire, not the judgments.
Now that it's been answered, I can present the screen and show it while.
Executor, how is it that you've come here? I was about to abandon all hope of rescue.
Hopefully it doesn't get
Rescue
kaboomed.
and bring you home to Aya to stand trial.
Ah, chicken's out.
Arrest me.
That's right.
Fire burns at the touch of the Zerg. You travel all this way to arrest me?
Yeah, this used to be what you see on the screen now.
Happened to me once. Who is this?
Very, very popular video game.
The name's Jim Raynor.
And I'll tell you,
Won't be talked.
the best part of it is like it didn't require a whole lot of processing power. Like computers back around 2002, 2003, you could You could play this no problem. The big issue was what your lag, the internet speed, your lag was, because back then, like it wasn't like a totally unheard of thing to have a DSL connection, like having like your cable connections. That wasn't like totally a thing. Hello, Internet Monster. Game. I think you meant. I don't know what Ming is. Maybe you meant mining. No, this isn't mining. But yeah.
Down to by anybody, not even a Protoss.
Yeah, this game was real popular back in the day.
Your taste in companions grows ever more inexplicable. Executor, prepare to take Tazadar into
Executor,
custody.
wait.
And they used to charge.
I do not know what they have told you about.
It used to be like a $50 game, and you had to get it through. Like you couldn't just download it online. You had to get it through a CD. You had to get it through a CD, and in the CD, so you had to. That's something that they don't actually have computers with CDs anymore. You have to get a CD attachment if you want to replay a game that you've had a long time ago. I don't know. I don't know what gaming is. Who is she? Gaming? No, I'm just kidding. That is clever.
Of me. Of what I have done for Ire. Help me find Zeratul and his Dark Templar. They alone can defeat the.
All right, the streamer links up. Yeah, this is just this is an intro. Anyone wants to come on and just talk about anything? That's what we do. Oh, did you you actually met the guys who did Doom? I remember Doom. I played Doom. I played Doom 2. I remember the thing that sticks out to almost everyone. If you played Doom or Doom 2, you have to go into the one level where you have those two giant bots. One is a spider, one is like a robot, and you have to get them to attack each other. That's probably the most famous level of Doom. But I do remember that. I don't know if it came out like, I'm guessing around 94. At least the first edition came out right 94. Was it 94 or 93? I do like that shot. Toronto Brad plays June 2. Yeah.
Once we have won, I shall gladly.
But yeah, I'll be on for like 10 minutes if someone wants to come on. Otherwise I'll probably just head out.
We would side with the Dark Ones as you have. You have gone quite mad, Tazadar.
We shall speak of them with respect.
I don't have too much to talk about tonight.
Executor.
But yeah, I wanted to see.
But I can explain.
I was interested to see who knew what all this dialogue was from, and as no surprise, Mookie got it.
To you. If only you'll help me find Zeratul.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You have my thanks, Executor. Now let us find Zeratul and speed our way home.
Executor, by following Tazadar and attempting to rescue the Dark Templar, you have openly defied the will of the Conclave. Abandon this mad scheme now, and the Conclave may show you mercy.
Don't let him control you.
Yeah, Sean Brown, I don't know what the next game is. The next game is probably no game. I haven't played too many games, but this was one I really enjoyed. You know, you kind of play it on the one of the beginning levels, and you get good at it. And then you replay it on a much harder level. like I did with what did I do it with? Hold on. I have the name of the game on the tip of my tongue that I played. And I'm looking it up now. It's a really good game if you're into like MMORPG kind of games. Program files. Internet Monster. I'm glad you brought up Leisure Suit Larry. I am totally familiar with the game. I've never played it, but I do remember the game. I do remember people in school talking about Leisure Suit Larry. That's a good one. That's actually a really good one. There was games for the common folk, which came with the operating system with what was it? It was something where you had to click on a square, and it told you how close in squares the nearest mine was. And it's not Minecraft, but if you click on the mine, you lose. But if you click on something that's not a mine, it'll actually tell you the number of squares that are near the nearest mine, which it came with the operating system. Nowadays it's good for like 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, even 8. They might get bored of it. But it's a really popular game that came with the operating system back, I don't know, I'm thinking 30 to 40 years ago. Did I ever play Sims? No, I've never played Sims. What is that game? Oh, I was going to say Minecraft, but it's obviously not Minecraft. It's Minesweeper. Minesweeper. Yes. Minesweeper. That was a real popular game. Besides that, until I got into EverQuest, which I thought was a wonderful game. I didn't do I was never into Call of Duty, like those kind of war Xbox games. I say Xbox, I don't know. I don't even know if it's Xbox or PlayStation games. I didn't do too much of that. But I did do EverQuest, which I thought was real fun.
Executor, the Judicator have long since steered the actions of the Templar to their own ends. It's time we acted of our own accord.
Tassadar.
Never have done Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I don't know why. Like it's just, it doesn't. Beating people up for their drugs and then stealing their car and going, I don't know. It just didn't interest me.
Have you fallen so far to think that you were our brightest hope, our most beloved son? Now you are everything that we are not. You are lost to us.
There is another game coming out. Oh, what's it called? It's called Pantheon. It's funny because the game has been in development for, I'm going to say, more than 10 years. So Pantheon has been in development for more than 10 years. I'm thinking like 12 years. I got into it like 5 years ago. It still has not come out yet. It's just been a concept game that's just been going on and on and on. But it's just had so many setbacks because it's pretty much just like it's just like EverQuest right now. Well, I shouldn't say right now. It's always been like EverQuest. So why would people do it? But that's the one game I'm somewhat excited about coming out, but who knows what decade is coming out. I remember some guy like 5 years ago posting. He's like, I'm six. I think he said like I'm 65. I've been waiting for this game to come out forever. This is going back 5 years ago. He's like, I just hope it comes out before I die. And that was 5 years ago. And now he's like, if he's 65, then he's got to be 70 now. So I have some sympathy for him. He's like 70-year-old now, and the game is still not out. But they say any year now is coming out. Fortnite, yes, Sean the Prawn. I have played Fortnite. I suck at it, but I have played it. I actually came in second place one time. I've never won it. And you go in with 100 people total, and it's like a shooter game. You have to kind of get your gear. You look around for your gear. I did come in second place one time, but I lost. I like in the second place. I think I only killed like 4 people, which you shouldn't be competing for the championship if you only kill 4 people. But I was kind of hiding from everyone, and I got into a lucky spot. So yeah, I did come in second place one time, and then I got killed by the guy who eventually won. No, by the guy who won, because I was in second place. But I did do that. Yeah, it was cool.
Damned yourself, but you have damned those who have followed you.
Such is the price for our race's salvation, Judicator. I have been here with the Dark Templar these last few months. While I helped them in their fight against the Zerg, I learned many of their secrets from the prelate, Zeratul. Apparently, the energies which empower the Dark Templar also course through the Overmind and its cerebrates.
The same cerebrates which you told us to destroy. Your advice was useless for the creature.
All right, so no one's coming on. I'm going to give this. I'll give it another 10 minutes, and no one comes on in 10 minutes. We'll just call it an early stream tonight.
Reincarnated before our eyes.
Unfortunately, yes. Your attack on the Cerebrit failed because the energies that you wield are useless when used directly against the Overmind and its Cerebrits. Only the Dark Templar's power can truly harm.
But yes, this is a very popular game back years and years ago.
Why we must rescue Zeratul.
And it's not a game where you're on with other people at the same time. This is just it's a single player game.
Return him to Ire.
You were warned, Executor. The Conclave will not be pleased.
Executor, I sense that Zeratul and his brethren are close by. I have been unable to make contact with them. I fear they may be in grave danger. We must scour this area immediately and find the Dark Templar, lest they be overcome by the Zerg. Greetings, Dark One. I have come to bring you home.
Greetings to you, mighty Tazadar. I knew that you would not forsake us. For in the time that you have spent with us, you have learned to...
Yeah, I don't know, Intermaster. I don't know why no one's coming on. I thought this would be well, I wasn't planning on coming on tonight. Honestly, I was planning on just doing yard work and doing some other stuff. I've been playing a lot of tennis lately, but we did not go out for tennis tonight. And I said, let me see if anyone wants to come on.
You our ways and our methods. You have learned to channel our dark power.
And watching a lot of the French Open. The French Open is probably one of the best, if not the best, of the 4 majors to watch. Now, you guys could argue U.S. Open, Australian, Wimbledon is better. But I would say the French Open is actually the best one to watch as viewers.
well as that of your masters. Thus you alone have found completeness beyond the scope of the color. But I fear that the Conclave in its pride could never bring itself to welcome outcasts such as we.
Outcasts though we may be, it is your vision and courage that may yet save our homeworld from the swarm. I beg of you, Zeratul, return with us to Aya. Though they are petty and have in ignorance cursed your kind for generations, help me save our people.
Since our banishment long ago, we have never failed in our responsibility to Aya. Though it shall cause us great pain to see our homeland once more, we shall return with Lutazadar. We will do what we can.
Yeah, that was StarCraft back in the day.
Greetings, Executor, and greetings to you, Tacitor. I am overjoyed to see you both return home in this dark hour. The Zerg have redoubled their efforts, and it seems...
Yeah, I'm probably gonna show this again in like 6 months and I totally forget that I showed it now and say, hey, who knows what this is? But yeah, the French Open tennis tournament's been pretty exciting. We had someone that was a 500-1 odds of winning the whole thing. Just now in the semifinals, 500-1. That's like, what would that be like nowadays in football? That would be, American football. That would be like the worst. Who's the worst team? Would it be the Patriots? Maybe it'd be like the Patriots winning the Super Bowl. I'm thinking, who's worse than the Patriots? It would not be the Detroit Lions. They're actually a decent team. And hello, Truth Warrior. Who would be? It would be like the worst team in football. It used to be like the Carolina Panthers. It's not the Panthers anymore because Bryce Young is actually not so bad. AFC West, maybe it's like the Raiders. The Raiders generally have no chance. The Raiders, the Colts. Actually, I like Shane Steichen as a coach. I wouldn't even say the Colts. The Jaguars. Well, no, they fired Doug Peterson. I do like Doug Peterson, but Trevor Lawrence he's a decent quarterback. He's just put in the worst position ever because when you're the best quarterback in college, you're getting drafted by the worst team, which is exactly what happened to Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, so that's Trevor Lawrence's problem. Like, he probably doesn't want to sign a long-term deal there. He wants to go to a team that has a chance of winning. So true. The Cleveland Browns. Now the Cleveland Browns they're an interesting team. They have been an interesting team because they traded for Deshaun Watson back 2 or 3 years ago, and Deshaun Watson was in Houston. So Cleveland gave up the farm. They gave up everything for Deshaun Watson. And when you give up everything, that pretty much means you're giving up all your draft picks for multiple picks, multiple years. So when the trade itself, because of how you perform, doesn't work out. Now, what has been worked out is him getting massaged by multiple women. That's worked out very well for him. But for the Cleveland Browns, it has not worked out very well for him. And they gave up so much. The Browns, they've just been a total mess. Oh, you want to come on and explain what happened to your torn up kitchen, Truth Warrior? You could certainly come on and explain. I saw the two pictures that you posted. One I understood. The other one I didn't understand. It looked like I said on the chat, I said it looked like a body bag that someone that disrespected you.
It can't be. The executor told me of how you fell before the Zerg. How is it that you even breathe? Well, after my unfortunate defeat, my ruined body was recovered by our brethren. I now reside within the cold robotic shell of a tomb.
I think
Would that this never came to pass.
we're going to have two people on in the next 5 minutes.
So long as the spirit is unconquered, and I am still able to serve Aya to a degree. But enough of this. There is much you both need to know. You have been branded as traitors by Alderus and the Conclave. Even now they seek to arrest you and execute the Dark Temple of Zeratul.
I never believed that they would go so far. In the face of total.
I have to pause this. Like no one except Mookie Wilson would even know what this is. No, Steve, this is not a gaming channel. This is just a guess. Who could guess what game this was? And I didn't have it on the screen. Did not have it on the screen. It was totally audio to see who the first person was that could guess it. And someone did guess it. And hats off. $19 for a lap dance to the guy who get it. And $1 left over for a cigarette. But that's what this started out as. Seeing if anyone, and who the first person was that could actually guess the name of the game. And it's only one game, not multiple questions, not multiple games.
Annihilation, they still cling to their failing traditions.
Yes.
But yeah, the link is still up. I'll be on for another 5 minutes if someone wants to come on. Otherwise, we're just going to call it a night. Yeah, lap dance for $19. That I do remember that, Truth Warrior. You remember Castle Wolfenstein? That was back out. That was before most of the most of the PC games. That was back out like 1984, 1983-ish. I remember it was mostly for the Apple. I don't know if it was Apple IIe or even before the Apple IIe. But yeah, I do remember seeing Castle Wolfenstein, Doom. I think Doom and Quake. Well, Quake was definitely later. Doom was later as well, much later than Wolfenstein. But yeah, those are good games. I don't know, Sean the Prawn. I don't know if I don't want to do like political stuff right now, Sean the Prawn. Hello. Ding ding. Hello, welcome. Oh, Truth Warrior. Hello, welcome.
you saw my pictures?
Yeah, I saw it on the line chat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a body bag. That is a hole.
It did look like it. To be
It's
honest, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. Like, I recognize the second picture.
Mm-hmm.
That was easy. It's like, yeah. There's something outside with flowers. But then I looked at the first picture and like,
no,
it looked like someone getting buried or something. And I'm like,
well,
oh yeah. He probably said something to her that he shouldn't have said.
it's the long and winding hole in my house. What was on the back patio is the cement that they dug up from the hole. That was the cement that they had to put somewhere.
Yeah.
And they tried to get a hold of the city. This is freaking funny. And I'm going to tell you a little theory I have about this. They tried to call the city because now they have to replace the entire water line from the back of the property all the way to the driveway in the front. And they only got till Tuesday to fix it. Otherwise, the water is going to get disconnected by the city. They called the city, and I know this because I was talking to my neighbor earlier because she was actually home. She got answers. She doesn't have to wait for a text. She badgered him, and he said that they tried to get an extension past Tuesday because Tuesday is the 14-day yellow tag deadline, and the city denied it. And I'll give you a theory as to why I think the city denied it. Because they've been sitting on this problem for 10 years. That's why.
Oh, 10 years.
Yes, they've been sitting on it since about 2014 to 2015. So the city's like, well, you will fix it. So they will be back on Monday or Tuesday to not only dig up more of my house to because they have to remove this line. It's all brittle and fractured, and then they got to replace it with a new line because the material that they used, it was a black plastic because this was built in 1979. So that particular piping material is no longer what they use. So they have to dig it all up, pull it out, and replace it with a new standard pipe.
Yeah.
So they are looking at, well, they're not getting an extension. So if they have to shut the water off because they ain't got it done, they're going to have to pay to put us up in hotels.
Oh, that could be a good thing.
It's going to be expensive for them. But see, this is the problem. I've been complaining for 10 years. And it's been on deaf ears for at least 6 of those years.
Mm-hmm.
So now the new owners and the property managers, they basically have to deal with the problem that the previous owner tried to jimmy rig and fix it. Because the guy, I didn't even tell the city guy the main factor, which really would have got him in trouble, but I was being nice. I said, I'll just say that they've been working on it since 2014 or 2015. But the real truth behind that is the guy that, because I was here when the guy fixed it the second time or one of the times, and the guys, or no, maybe the owner, someone told me that, because this was the second time they came out of 4. And the guy said, if you don't fix this correctly, you're going to be back in 5 years to fix it again. And that's what happened. 5 years later, they had to fix it again. And 2 months later, they're fixing it again. So now, because they jimmy rigged it, they have to replace the whole thing because they didn't do it right the first time.
Yeah. What that sounds like to me is the whoever the owner was said, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here within a certain amount of years. So I'm just going to do what I can. And then
that's what my neighbor said. That's what my neighbor said. He said he probably sold the place because he didn't want to have to deal with the problem.
Yes. That's exactly the first thing I thought of.
So now the new owner has to deal with it.
Yes. And now the new owner is dealing with the first thing he's thinking of is, all this crap that the previous owner just screwed me on.
Well, the new owner is actually related to the previous owner, so I'm sure that he's getting an earful.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dealing with that, plus other issues, plus my $6,000 medical costs coming up. So it's just been a barrel of monkeys this last week.
Are you paying attention to Medicaid, Medicare stuff yet?
Excuse me?
Or are you paying attention to all the Medicaid, Medicare things that are going on, which a lot of people are getting? Oh, a lot of people are getting pushed off of it.
Excuse me. Yeah, I am.
So if you are a part of Medicaid, Medicare, you should absolutely be concerned about what's going on, because they're pushing like 14, 15 million people off of it if the bill passes.
Sorry,
But I don't want to get too much into politics, but it does affect people that.
Well, I'm not on Medicare. I'm not on Medicaid.
Oh, good. So it won't affect you. That's good. Yeah.
I work still, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, people, it affects people that still work. It's not about that so much.
Well,
it does affect people that
well,
do
it doesn't
work.
affect me because I'm not on it.
Right. That is true. It won't affect
a privatized plan, so I'm not.
But you could, you could be working and still be on it.
But I'm on a privatized plan. Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's not Medicare or Medicaid because that's government. I'm on a privatized plan. So no, we have other issues. We had a union meeting. Now that's a whole nother barrel of monkeys last night. Man, it's just been so many things that are just they're coming down the pike, and yeah. So I can hear my neighbors. I bet they're having fun. No water. It was one of the most miserable showers I've had in a while. You can hear it go. I'm like, oh Jesus! I'm
sounds
waiting
like
for it.
the
It
way
was sputtering. It was sputtering.
yeah,
Like,
the way you just did that sounds like a sprinkler.
oh yeah, it was sputtering. I don't know how to make a sound of a sputtering shower, but I had to because going outside to water my plants. I was all hot and sweaty, so I wanted to take a shower, and that was that was not fun, but I do like to be clean, so I was just so good. Oh my God.
Do you remember my meal from like 2 nights ago? I had the raviolis and the Dr. Prigger's little meatless thing, and the other thing. I never ate the rest of it, and I finally had to throw it out today. But I felt bad throwing it out because
Is that sort of like your wife's nacho failed at one time? They were like, "Oh, I'm going to eat it," and you barely ate it, and you probably ended up giving it to the dog. I remember that.
it might be something like that. But this one, no, I really like it. I just didn't eat it, and this was 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
This isn't processed food I'm eating. I actually made it from scratch, so it's not something you'd throw away. I don't do that. Even though it's really warm out, I still put the oven on and put this casserole together.
I wasn't saying that because of anything that you had. Like when I opened up the package today, I put it in tinfoil. And I said, because I really liked it and I still wanted to eat it, but now it's like 2 days old. And I made a mistake. I didn't put it in the fridge, so I left it out like 2 straight days. So I'm like, I probably shouldn't.
Not advisable.
I probably shouldn't at this point.
Not advisable to eat at that point.
Yeah. Which is, I really liked it. The ravioli was very good.
Go to the store and get more.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to, Well, I have to get my wife's credit
You
card.
have all day to do it. My goodness.
Oh yeah, today was. What did I do today? Yeah, today I had to go to the gym.
I worked. That was my day.
Yeah.
And it was take your child to work day, so we had all these rugrats running around.
Oh, I remember those days. I brought my kids to those kind of days.
I never brought mine.
Yeah.
Never.
I think
to
I brought-
where I worked. I wasn't that proud of where I worked.
I think I brought one of them one time and the other one like 3 times.
Oh, this is so good. Mm. All right. That's enough. Just like you with your beefaroni. This stuff you wouldn't stop eating it. It's so good. But I have these supplements I have to take, and it says you have to take them with a meal. So just had my meal. This is a supplement that, believe it or not, there are all kinds of supplements that you can take. This one actually completely gives gut relief. It completely cleanses out your colon, like even colon stuff. Oh, he just booted. He crashed. Bye, Tyson. See you in a couple minutes. I'll wait till you come back. Oh my God, this is so good. I ain't eating no more. Definitely too late to be eating now, but come back, Z. Come back, Z. Come back. Come back, Z.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah,
Yeah, I said,
and
come
as
back,
usual,
Z.
I crashed.
I knew that. I said he crashed. I said, come back, Z. No, look up a supplement called Emma. EMMA.
I will write it down.
It actually completely, now I know people, you're like a lot of people, you'll say, well, I can do fiber and all that stuff. No, fiber doesn't do what this does.
Is it like the stuff that Elon Musk takes?
No. This is basically a supplement that I won't say as you age, because this could be any age, but what you eat, okay, it goes through your colon and blah, 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 and it comes out, right? But when a normal person who eats normal food, when they have number 2, they don't poop everything out. There's a lot left on the lining of the intestines, and it builds up. And this stuff gets rid of all of that. It's called Emma.
Emma. Okay.
Yeah, it gets rid of all that stuff that you've had in your intestinal walls for years.
So the one thing you're assuming is the stuff you have in your intestinal walls lasts for years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know the answer to that, and I'm not going to prejudge it.
No, average person doesn't know this. I'm just telling you. It's facts.
Right. But the average person or scientist doesn't know that.
We're not talking about
stuff.
this. Keep the science out. I'm talking about the average person like you and me, who eats an average diet or even a low fat, whatever diet.
All right. I'm gonna write this down.
Right.
I'm gonna write this down.
Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you. You don't have. You just write it down. Do research.
No. I am all about science. So I would be interested in stuff like this.
Yeah, that's what I do. This it's once a day, but you have to take it with a meal, and over time. I don't know how long. I would say probably about 3 months. The insides of your intestinal walls will be slick because there's nothing stuck on them anymore.
How do you take this, Emma? Is it injection?
Do
Injection?
research. I'm not
Or is
I'm
it
a scientist, but
a
do
pill?
research. Make your own come to your own
No, no,
conclusions.
no. What I'm asking you is objective, not subjective. How do you
Well-
take this, Emma? Is it like something you take? Is it an injection? Is it something you take
No,
orally?
it's two capsules.
Ah, okay. 2 capsules.
Because if you get enough buildup, okay, eventually over time, things get in there like bacteria, and it can go through your intestinal walls and cause problems later. Because it doesn't stay there. It has to go. Some of it has to go somewhere, and it usually causes other problems. But if you get rid of it, those problems don't happen. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm stirring up some lemonade because I got to take my Emma. I haven't taken it yet because you got to take it with a meal. So.
And you have to take these 2 capsules one time a day.
One time a day. Yeah. And I have all kinds of these things. I take different supplements for different things. That's a holistic approach to health.
How do you know? Well, here's a good question. Like, how do you know the effects of these capsules are making an impact?
Well, that's why I'm trying it out.
Okay.
Because I did some research, and I'm trying it out now to base it on my experience versus research.
Oh, that's a good answer. Yeah.
Yes.
You should always base it on that.
Yes. Well, I'm basing my decision to try it on research, but I want to try it, and then I'll have my own conclusion based on my own personal experience.
Yeah.
And I do this with a few things. I have a few supplements I take because there's a lot of holistic things you can do for your health that don't require pharmaceutical drugs that you shouldn't take because some of them have some very, very not so good adverse side effects.
Yeah. Can I ask you this question? And I'm not trying to put you into a trick question or anything, but does it say should you take it with food?
Okay.
Or should you not take it with food?
It says take 2 capsules daily with a meal.
Okay. So a meal. So it says a meal, but it does not say the meal has to include fat.
No, it just says any meal. Okay. But even if you decide to drink a smoothie for a meal, it doesn't specify. Okay. You can't.
So I will say, according to science, there are things that say you should take things with fat.
Oh, no, not this.
Because things like certain vitamins and stuff are only fat soluble. And other things like water-based, like vitamin B. Vitamin B stuff is not fat soluble, but certain nutrients can only be absorbed through fat. If you're talking like vitamin A, vitamin E. So apparently this doesn't have any of that in it.
No.
Okay.
There's also like I said, there's a lot of supplements that I've discovered and did research on, and I'm taking them, and one really has positive effects. And it's a supplement that recreates the probiotics that used to naturally be in your saliva of your mouth to protect your teeth. But as you get older, your saliva doesn't produce those probiotics to make your teeth slick. So then you have plaque buildup. But there are things you can do to recreate those probiotics in your mouth so that you can have that healthy balance, so that you don't have a buildup of plaque because it slides off.
That's a good question. Like, what does probiotic mean? Like, does probiotic mean what goes into your stomach and then before the small intestines, or does probiotic?
This is in the mouth. I'm talking the other one, in the intestines.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you're claiming probiotic means something about your mouth,
I think they said it's a probiotic. that
Okay.
are naturally produced by your body. It is in your saliva to protect your teeth naturally. Okay. I just say a slimy coating on your teeth. That's what I
I
call
would
it.
say that. I would say this. Let's look up what the definition of probiotic is. Maybe it doesn't have so much to do with your teeth.
Well, I'm just talking about the stuff in your teeth. But that's what they called it. But it does make a difference. Sorry, I'm putting stuff away. It's been a busy day.
Yeah, no problem.
It's been so busy. I still have one more day of work yet. So, yay for me.
Yes, I would say yeah for you too.
Hey, I go in, I put my time in, I'm good.
I know. My wife says the same thing. I'm like, I know. What more?
And she
can I
comes
do?
home and she still
And she
cooks
still-
dinner.
She
God
still comes
bless her.
home.
Kelly's wife does too. I'm like, shit. I wouldn't be doing it. If I had to be going out every day and my husband was home, he'd be cooking and cleaning.
Yeah,
So much.
that's exactly
He'd
what I
be
want.
doing it so much he'd go to work.
Yeah, I would agree. If I just
Yeah.
wasn't
I know, because I went through that.
many millions. All right.
Yeah, I went through that. I know. I gotta shut my drapes. My blinds.
But yes, I would say I've never heard of the word like biotic, probiotic combined with
Your saliva.
teeth. Yes.
With the saliva, not your teeth. Your
Yes.
saliva.
My dentist has never mentioned it to me.
Well,
But I'm not saying it's not a thing. Obviously, it's not. I'm not saying it's not a thing.
it's not a well-known thing, but I actually talked to my good friend at work.
Mhm.
I showed it to her. She said she's heard of it. The supplement I'm talking about for the
Okay.
mouth. So
well, the supplement. Well, she's heard of the supplement, or she's heard through scientific studies that the supplement.
the supplement
Work.
that I'm taking, she's heard of it. So she's aware of what it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no. That's not what she said. She said she's heard of it. Right? She's heard of it.
She's
Which is
she's
it's a
aware
good thing.
of it. She's
So
not like,
she's heard of it.
I don't have to sit and explain it to her like I'm trying to explain it to you. Because she knows, oh, shoot, I forgot my speaker. Oh, I'm so tired. I just feel like I just wake up and I'm a freaking robot. Now it's the end of the week.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know it's the end of the week too.
Mhm.
Here, I may not be done tonight. I might have to go outside and do stuff still.
I did mine Monday.
My wife did hers. Well, when did I get late?
I'm talking about yard work. I'm
weeks
talking
ago.
about yard work. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, 2 weeks. Oh, okay.
Isn't that what you were talking about?
Well, yes and no.
Mm.
I still have to go out at some point.
I know you were talking about it over the week, so I thought that's what you were talking about because you were talking about yard work earlier. Oh, maybe I could go out and do. Maybe I would see if my wife wants me to go out and do yard work.
I know.
I don't have anybody to do it. I just do it. It's one of those things that has to get done, and I actually have someone who's willing to do it for me, and they won't charge me. But I don't like to take advantage of people. If I ask them to do it, it's because I absolutely can't do it, but I won't, because I'm not like that. I won't just say, oh, no. Okay, I can't walk because I think I broke my foot. Okay, then I'm going to ask them to mow my grass for me. But no, I don't like to take advantage of people if I don't have to. Okay, maybe I'll do this because that's going to make noise. Let's see. Everything's going to make noise, but I'm trying to see what makes the least amount.
It's the one where my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. You remember that song?
Yeah, and I thought it was
Remember
stupid.
because it was
I
like
thought it was
around
stupid
1990.
too. Huh? I've heard of it and it's stupid, but whatever.
Yeah. It's definitely not like a famous song.
Yeah. Oh.
Whew, boy, it's just.
Good.
I guess we are now experiencing summer. Have you been
Right.
outside and noticed the smell of smoke? Because I did today. Because the Canadian wildfire smoke has actually drifted over my area, and then right
Oh
before,
yeah, it's been around here.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what it happened last year too.
I
There was a lot
remember.
of Canadian fires. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, because I was like, I smell smoke, and that's why I smell fire. And I'm like, yep, there's the Canadian wildfires. The smoke made it down here.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like the Canadian wildfires, it doesn't just hit here on the East Coast. It was like 3 different places. Like I think it hit around Michigan. There was a lot, and on the West Coast there was a lot too.
I can see that. Yeah, because there's a lot of there's a lot of forest over there in the western part of Canada, and well, Michigan is north of us or north of me, so yeah, they're gonna get it.
Yeah, well,
But,
the interesting part was in Canada, not in the U.S. part, like in the very West Coast. We're talking like above
Vancouver,
above Oregon, above Washington State.
British
That
Columbia.
part in Canada is
Mhm.
actually becoming a desert, and you're just like, how can it become a desert? Like this far north, can it actually become a desert?
Is it because of all the trees getting burnt down? I'm just kidding.
Um, no. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Mm.
But I have heard that
Uh,
there are parts of Canada right around there that are becoming a desert, which is not a good sign.
no.
Desert is one of the it's one of the land territories that if you're a desert, it's really really hard to restore to a like something that can grow uh, anything, grass, trees, even like branches, not branches is stupid. Grass, trees, bushes.
Greenery.
Yeah. So it was very interesting that there can be once deserts created, it's really hard to do that, like to transform it.
I believe that. But that's some of the so-called deserts now used to be forested and green. Like parts of I'll say like the Middle East, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Always,
certainly part of Africa
mm-hmm.
has, and that's been it's been a problem for years.
Right.
Part of it is once we declared something as a desert, we haven't even tried to make it part to restore it. Now with like technology, we have been able to terraform. I'm going to use the word terraform, but yeah, terraform stuff that can be kind of terraformed back, but it's not easy. Very not easy.
I'm sure. Because it's been barren for so long. I mean, especially because
you have to do a lot to it.
Of a water source. How are you, even if you're able to irrigate it artificially to create some kind of growth?
Yeah,
how would you maintain it in that environment? Because the environment would not be conducive or whatever to so that it would naturally continue to become more of a less desert and more forest and green. Because if you have the environment, let's say because it's dry and hot, if you stop artificially irrigating it, it's going to go back to being a desert.
Yeah, I think it has. I actually think it has more to do with the Canadian part that's become a desert. That's easier to do. But once something has been a desert for so many years, it might be harder to do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I agree. In Africa, I will be right back. Give me 1 minute and 10 seconds. Is that okay?
10 seconds.
Yeah, 1 minute, 10 seconds.
All right, people in the chat, time him. I can't because my phone's doing an update. And my watch is on the charger. That little son of a gun made it in here. You're gonna die, Mom. Where are you? Where are you? You're dying. You're not living in my room. Where are you? Unless you're outside. You better stay the F out there. God, Darren. Sorry, I can't look at the chat. My other device is down. I think the other one. I got a third one. Ooh,
Oh, long 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Nope, that one's not going to work either.
I am back. Thank you for sticking on that long.
Well, I didn't talk because I couldn't look at the chat because one device is updating, the other one's at 1%. So I guess I could not look at the chat. In fact, now it's not even 1%. I think it just died. No, it isn't. So, sorry, Chad, I can't interact because my second devices are dead or busy.
Damn, I know how that used to be.
Well, I was looking at my third device so that I can look at the chat, and it was at 1%. The second one is doing an update, so.
The fourth one was getting the body bag information of what the picture you took before is saying, yeah, I don't know what this picture is. It's like some guy that wronged me. I had to put him in a body bag.
No, that's a trash bag. They sliced it to make like a barrier because when they tore up the floor, it creates this dust cloud, and it's everywhere here. So it blocks the dust cloud, so it sort of contains it into a certain area. So I don't have as much to clean up, although I do have plenty. But I'm taking a whole week off from work soon, so I'll just
Good.
I'll clean up after this.
You're going to start your own channel, and
no.
In your time off, you're just going to come on 24 hours a day?
No.
Ah, damn.
Sorry. And no, I'm not going to stream either, so you can forget that.
I'm going to say
no.
She's going to stream.
That's not going to happen.
Nah.
I would say that's a big negative. Yeah.
It's okay.
That's more the truth. So what tennis was canceled?
Oh, I've been trying to get one of my kids upgraded to be on the tennis team when they start college. And it's tough when they've never played tennis before. So we've been
yes, Chris,
practicing almost every day. And I think so far it's working out pretty good. We still have at least 2 months.
Well, you better get out there. They're on summer break, so you got plenty of time now.
Well, yeah, 2 months is tough because how many days a week do you go out there? Like 5 days a week?
5
and
when the wife is at work.
2 hours. Is it 2 hours a day? 5 days a week? That's like 7. That's 5 times 2. It's like 10 hours. It is tough.
Proper training. You need to do more than just a couple times. And I only say that because one of my friends has 2 kids. He has a son and a daughter, and the son is into tennis, and he does a lot of the coordination with that.
Yeah. So I think what we're talking
a lot
about,
of dedication in that. You can't just.
Oh, I know for the parents too.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It's not just the kid. You got
So I've
to.
been doing that.
Yep.
It is tough. It is tough.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though it's like 2 hours, it's a 2 hours a day, but 5 days a week, 2 hours, it's like 10 hours a week. That's a lot
I'm
of
so
money.
glad I
That's a
don't
lot
have
of time.
kids. So glad. I wouldn't put up with that.
No. I wouldn't say that. Like,
Oh, yes. You don't, I know you wouldn't say it, but I'm saying it about myself. This is my selfish part of my life. I don't have to deal with other people. I do what I want, when I want, and what I want to do, as long as I'm not breaking the law or harming anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't have to, I don't have to raise little humans anymore. That part of my life is over.
So now we're getting into where I'm jealous from you.
Well, I'm 10 years older than you, so
Oh, so
I think in 10 years your kids will be probably out of college, on their own.
The way one is going, who started 10 years ago, I think they might still be in college 10 years from now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's one heck of a bill. But anyways, off the subject of the little humans. And have you had a lot of haze in your sky too because of the fires?
A little bit from Canada, not so much, but a little bit.
I heard there's a sandstorm coming up north from Florida. Did you hear about that?
No, sand?
A sandstorm. It came across the ocean from the Middle East, went to Florida, and it's coming up north. Well, it may not come to you. It may just hit
a sandstorm
Ohio.
from the Middle East?
Mm-hmm.
So a sandstorm, all the sand.
Like sand. Yeah, like sand blows across on the jet stream.
They hopped across. Wait,
right.
They hopped across.
They have them a lot.
It would be the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's a normal thing, but I've never heard them go north. Once they hit Florida, they just keep going west. But I've never heard of them turning and going north. I just heard that today. I just want to know if you heard about it.
So
you're so up into the news.
Yeah. So I know the concept of. I do know two concepts. One is called a haboob. Happens in Iraq a lot. Haboob is like a sandstorm that comes and just blows in a certain direction. The other one is an annual event that happens from Africa to South America. Like the sand actually blows from Africa to South America, which creates a lot of the positive things that happen in Brazil.
I've heard them coming to Florida too, though, in recent years.
Now, what you're talking about, I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Like what happens from Africa to South America?
Years, it comes across the Atlantic. It might be from Africa. She said it was. She said it was coming from somewhere else, but I've always heard it coming from Africa, and it comes across the Atlantic to Florida. It ends up in Florida, causes these sandstorms, but they usually just keep going west. But this one is supposed to be turning north, which I don't understand. But I don't know what direction the jet stream's going right now. I'm really having. I just want to know if you heard about it.
No.
Okay.
I would be one person that has heard about it. I have never heard about some kind of sandstorm accumulating from. Is it from Africa or from Europe?
No, Middle East. What she said, but maybe because it's not. Maybe because it's not coming to Pennsylvania, you may not know.
Yeah, it sounds like hokum to me. Like
I don't know. I'm just asking if you heard about it. We don't need to sit here and we don't need to dissect it. I just asked if you heard about it.
We're saying it comes from the Middle East and it happens to land in Florida.
There's other ones that have gone to Florida, but I think they came from Africa. I've heard of those. I've never heard of them coming from the Middle East, like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
But I've heard them coming from Africa, and they went to Florida. I have heard that. That is a fact.
Most of the stuff from Africa, actually goes to South America for a different reason.
Well, I've heard some recently that have gone to Florida. recently, not going back too many years, but
Okay.
in the past decade. Okay, we'll just leave it there.
Oh, decade. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going back 100 years. I just said like the recent years. What is recent to
Well,
you?
Well, when you
Do I
say
need to define that
well,
to
when
you?
you say 100 years, and then you say
No.
decade,
Recent
10
means
years.
like recent,
Hmm.
not recent.
Um,
When I say recent, like the last 10 years. I'm sorry, I didn't define recent, but that's what recent is to me. Because
I
weather
have not
fascinates me.
heard.
So
I have never heard of Florida
Yes.
getting Middle Eastern
yes,
winds.
it is a real thing.
So it's the winds that's bringing it, right?
The wind brings it. Like
Okay.
it's probably comes on a jet stream or something. You know what
Because
I mean?
most of the jet streams actually go the
From
opposite
Africa.
way.
Well,
They
they
go-
also come. The ones that bring hurricanes come that same direction, but they do come from Africa too. But these come from the Middle East because I've heard of them too. In recent years, that'll give you something to look up in your daily research. You can look it up.
Yes.
See, look what Chris said. We often get Sahara storm dust in the UK.
But Sahara, isn't that Africa, not Middle East?
No, it's not. I always knew it came from Africa in the recent years. I just heard today that there's one that's coming from the Middle East. Don't ask me. I'm just telling what I heard. I'm going to do some research myself. I just heard it today.
That's fine.
We were talking about how
I
I
think
went
it's
outside and I smelled the smoke like there was something on fire, and it was all the way from Canada, and I was smelling it here.
Yeah. The Canada stuff has been happening. It does go from Canada down to the U.S.
And
I get that. Yeah,
it
I've seen
smells
that.
like something's burning, like it's happening like right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's like hundreds of miles away, but it doesn't smell like it's hundreds of miles away.
Mhm.
And it's been wreaking havoc on my lungs. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Is whatever's burning up there, whatever is in the forest that's burning up there, I'm gonna tell you, it's making me sick as a dog. I mean, I have a daily inhaler that I don't use all the time because I don't have to. I don't have a lot of problems, but since this started, I have to do the daily inhaler, plus I have to do my my emergency inhaler, like one after the other, because this stuff is killing me. The fires, the smoke, it's awful. Yeah, it's. Ugh.
Do you want to see what I bought?
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought Taco Bell fire sauce. I was so weak. I was weak at the time. I was like, I got to buy this.
Stuff's full of sugar.
I would say more salt.
It has sugar in it. Look it up. Look it up.
I don't know if it has sugar. It doesn't taste like it.
It does. It doesn't have to taste.
It has
sugar, but it does.
No, it says zero carbohydrates.
What about glucose?
No.
Or sucrose or anything?
Nah.
Because I have a friend that can't eat
it. Doesn't have sodium.
She has diabetes like you. She's taking multiple medicines, not just one. And she eats that, and her sugar spikes.
If she's eating fire sauce and it goes up from that
Taco Bell sauce.
Well, which one? Different Taco Bell sauces have different things in it. The Taco Bell fire sauce doesn't.
You're saying there's no sugar in it? No, not even any form of sugar.
Nope.
I'll have to go look it up.
Zero.
I'll have to go look it up because I don't eat Taco Bell sauce.
I would recommend looking that up.
Yeah,
but it does have salt in it, which is, of course, that's not the healthiest thing either.
Well, I don't eat table salt though. I eat peak salt.
Yeah.
Or I eat sea salt. I don't eat. No. If I'm doing any kind of cleansing work, I'll use iodized salt. That's it. But I will not ingest it. I just know what it'd do to me. And I think about that and I'm like, no, all this stuff that I'm doing for my health, and if I eat something like that, that's just like reversing reversing all the good that I'm trying to do. Not really good idea.
Yeah, I agree. I wish I could do that too, but
Do
I
what?
don't. But I don't. I wish I could reverse all the negative stuff, but I don't.
Well, it's basically there's a lot of to reverse something like that. There's so many steps and so many sacrifices and things you have to give up in your life. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. They're like, well, I'll just take this medicine and I can still eat this because the medicine's going to help,
Yep.
reduce the effect of the bad thing. I'll just say it that way. And that's what my friend is. She said, I did all this healthy stuff too. She said, and I still have all these problems. And I'm like, well, she's got a lot though. She's got other stuff going on. It's not just the diabetes. There's
Can we talk about it, or is she watching?
No, she's not watching, but she has like other stuff that's going on.
Right, because I could guess what that stuff is. Is it based on blood work, or is it based on risk factors from looking at her?
No, it's just based on other health issues that she had things done to treat those situations, and other problems were created from the treatment of one problem, and it created another problem. So
the treatment created the problem, or the
it
treatment discovered
it fixed one problem, but it created a new problem.
So we think the treatment.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to be just as vague as you. It's
no problem.
It's basically if you have a treatment, it's sort of like taking medicine, and you watch the advertisement on a medicine, and it says, well, this is good for whatever, and then they list they speed up the speech on the advertisement to list all the side effects.
Yeah,
it's similar to that when you take this treatment because you want to treat this one condition.
Yes,
but
so there's no proof
creating a new condition that you have to deal with. Yeah.
Okay, so I would say it uncovered another condition.
No,
I wouldn't say.
No, it created a new one. No, it created a new one. No, it created a new one because she never had that problem until they treated the other problem. So it created a new problem. It got rid of the first problem, but then it created a second problem because that was the treatment was a side effect of the treatment.
Well, okay.
Without telling you what it is, it's just so she's got all these other issues besides the diabetes. So I mean, she tried doing the holistic thing like I do, but she has so many other issues that.
Yeah, what I do know scientifically is like there is a gap. There's a time gap between when you get things monitored or tested. So to say that between the time of getting something monitored one time versus the next a month, 2 months ago, like is it guaranteed to be based on this? Can never be ascertained as totally, like, that's the problem.
Well, it's just sort of like you want this one, if you're dealing with one problem and it's just so freaking annoying and it's so crippling on your lifestyle that you're willing to take a chance with something that might possibly eliminate the first problem.
Yes. Oh, that part's good. Right.
And then, but you realize that there might be complications and causing something else to go wrong.
Yes. And that's certainly possible.
Right. Yeah. And that happens a lot. And,
well, yeah, it happens a lot, but it doesn't guarantee that's actually the reason it happened.
No, in this case, yes, it was.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
It was a treatment, and this person knew that was a possibility, that it was going to happen, but they didn't want to deal with the original problem, so they were willing to take the chance that something else would develop because they didn't want to deal with problem number one.
Yeah. No, I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
It usually has to
So-
do. It usually has to do with cancer stuff, but it's okay. Like whatever
No,
the problem
it's
is.
not cancer. It's
Okay.
something else. But basically, there's so many issues going on as a result of different things. She can't do holistic because she has so many medical issues. She
Okay.
can't just zero in and say, okay, I've got this, but she's got so much stuff going on. She wouldn't know how it would affect her other stuff that she's got going on. You know what I mean? If you got so many things going on, it's like you could try to do a holistic treatment for one thing, but you got so much going on. It's like, I really want to get rid of the rest of this too and be somewhat normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you have so many things, there's really not a lot of hope of having a normal life without, having a lot of medication because you have so many concerns.
Yeah.
So holistic to me is a great way to go, but you really can't have a lot going on because you don't know if it's going to interact with some other issues that you have. You can say, okay, it helps for this, but what's it going to do to that? One of those scenarios.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't have a lot going on, so I take a chance with it.
Damn. Now we're all depressed.
No, I mean, I'm not saying to be dressed. That just
No.
there's, but we're
You're not.
as humanity evolves. The best I could hope for is that we go more into a holistic, natural treatment system rather than pharmaceuticals that can cause all these side effects that can be harmful to you. Like
The
people
problem-
who take pain medicine, like if you take too much Advil, let's say you got back issues and you take Advil every day because it hurts. Well, that Advil, you take it, or I'm sorry, ibuprofen, excuse me, I have to rephrase that. And you take it on a regular basis for a certain amount of time, it starts affecting your internal organs. You know what I'm saying? So
I would
things like
say
that. Yeah. I mean,
the
there should be holistic solutions.
The problem with holistic is never accompanied by scientific surveys.
Well, you know what?
But
the FDA
hold on.
is not to be
But that's
trusted anyway.
the fact that it's not means that in our lifetime, your lifetime, my lifetime, it's not likely to be backed by science and be funded, which is what we want. Like we want alternative methods for whatever it is to be funded.
To be funded, so you basically the pharmaceutical companies can create things that are funded.
I agree.
That
I
can
agree.
harm your body, even though they may deal with help with a certain issue. They have these negative effects that are potentially negative effects on other parts of your body because they're funded. That's what I'm trying to get away from, because those things that are quote unquote funded are the ones that cause the most harm to your body in other ways.
Wait. Okay. I kind of disagree there.
Well, you can disagree.
Because
I will always
there's hundreds of studies. To say that every one of them does that is probably not
I didn't
correct.
say everyone. I'm just
right. But you said
the pharmaceutical companies are because it's a freaking racket run by the upper echelons who basically are still living by the 10 statements of the Georgia Guidestones, bro.
I have to get more.
Well, those have been destroyed. They say it was a lightning bolt. That's bull crap. They purposely took them down. That's another story for another day, because people were waking up. They don't want people to know what their agenda is. But anyways, the thing is, why is there so much poison in the world? Why are they giving, like for cancer? Why are they giving people poison? Say, well, this is how we're going to do to help shrink your cancerous growth in your body. Why are they treating you with poison? Why are
Yes,
they treating it with
I will
poison?
tell you. I will tell you exactly why.
Poison. Oh,
You give what you're talking about. Poison is.
that's
It
what
is
it
the.
is.
It's
It's
the.
poison.
Hold on. What you're talking about is the third level of treatment, which is called chemotherapy.
Yep.
It is not. It is not the first thing they ever try. It
I
is a
didn't say it was
last
the first
resort.
thing. It
It's a
shouldn't
last
even be.
resort. Once traditional and radiation methods fail. Do you? Well, I would say, do you agree or disagree that chemotherapy is the last resort once traditional and radiation therapies fail? Because if you disagree with that, then we're going to have to get into a whole different thing about cancer.
Well, I don't have a lot of experience with people having close family members in it. I've had two, I think maybe one or two family members that have had cancer, and it is a very ugly disease.
Oh,
As
it
it
absolutely is.
is.
It is.
Okay, but I guess my point is not a matter of what step of the treatment is. It's the fact that poison is being used as medicine. Okay, this is the whole thing. There's so many freaking medicines that that pharmaceutical companies are recommending for people with medical issues. A lot of them are freaking poison, down to fluoride in your toothpaste, which contains poison, because if you
Oh,
look,
no.
yes, look at the
So
back of your look at the back of the
Oh,
toothpaste
God.
tube. Call poison control if it's swallowed. You want to look at your toothpaste.
Yes,
It's
I know.
it's basically sick care is what it is. They want to keep you sick so they can profit. So the food and all the crap that they're putting in the food, the water, the air, they want us all to get sick so they can profit, because they can give us more medicine, because it's going to help keep us, supposedly to keep us well, but basically they keep us sick so they can make money off of us. About all these scientific things you're talking about, it's sick care. It's sick care.
I'm deciding.
I know you're a scientific person. I'm just saying.
Right. I'm deciding how much of the science I'm trying to.
Well, science. If it's science, then science is killing us. Then, because that's what they're using. They're using science to kill us.
This has actually been a study for a while. I certainly appreciate you bringing it up. What's the study?
That's why I like natural things, because I don't want the poison anymore in any way, shape, or form.
The fact that you're saying it's poison.
I'm sorry, but in my humble opinion,
because that means that you've already come to a conclusion.
Yep.
That fluoride is a poison.
Well, it says it on the tube. You tell me. If it wasn't poison,
what do you mean it says it on a tube? Most of America would not say fluoride is poison.
Why does it? Okay, why does toothpaste that contains fluoride, why does it say on the back of the tube with a warning label to call poison control if ingested? You explain that to me.
You're not supposed to ingest.
Kids will. They don't know any better.
What?
You're going to tell a kid if he
is the whole problem? Is the whole problem that we have so many stupid people that say, "Oh, I'm going to ingest it."
I didn't
Even
say
though we have a policy for 50 years that says don't ingest it.
It's because someone did ingest it, probably. But the fact is,
no.
Why is it on there?
That's not the reason.
That on the label? Why is it on the label?
Ingesting it, I will tell you this: ingesting it has nothing to do with RFK trying to be against it. It has nothing to do with RFK.
I'm not bringing politics into it. I'm talking about.
He is the person that says.
Why are we bringing politics into this?
Because
I'm not talking about him. I am talking about the label of a toothpaste tube. And they have been on our toothpaste tube before he even got into this situation with the Maha. I'm just talking about a toothpaste tube that has fluoride in it. Why don't you read it? I did. I don't brush with fluoride toothpaste anymore because every one of them says that.
Yeah, fluoride is.
It's not good for you. It's not meant to be. And it doesn't. I'm not saying.
No, you can't say that.
It's in
You
the
cannot
water.
say it's not good for you.
It's not.
No, you cannot say it's not good for you. You have to say, if you decide to swallow fluoride instead of using it for its purpose, then it
I
could
don't
be
drink that water.
because most people just don't say, oh, I'm going to swallow fluoride in fluoride shots.
Did I
Now,
say
back in the day, they used to have.
It's usually accidental, but they have to disclose it, Tizy. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying people are going to say, "Oh, I'm going to swallow fluoride shots," but because it's in there, they have to disclose that. They have to disclose that it's in there. They have to put that statement on there because there are people that accidentally do ingest it.
I think the science is out. Like the biggest science of the whole fluoride thing is. I think Utah they just banned it from the water. If I remember right, Utah was the first really big state to do that, and it was very recent.
I do have a choice, Chris, by the way. I don't drink it. I don't drink water from the tap. I have to pay for it, but I don't drink water from the tap. Oh no. There's just so many things. There's so many different steps you could take that are minor that'll help out. Not everything can be avoided, but there's some things you can't avoid. I didn't know that, Monster. I just know that I saw that on the back of a toothpaste tube, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? I knew it wasn't good. I knew it wasn't good for you, but I didn't realize that it had that potential. You know, and
Why would it be on the back of a toothpaste tube?
Because
if all toothpaste says
because
do not swallow.
They're just, oh my God.
No.
Why is it on the back of a toothpaste tube? Because it has to be. They have to disclose it. If there's potential poison, they have to. I'm sure there's a legal thing there why they do it. Okay, because if it wasn't a legal thing, they probably wouldn't put it on there, Tizy.
They put it on there.
Go get a toothpaste tube. Do you brush with regular toothpaste? Go look on the back. Every one of them, because I had like 2 different ones that had fluoride in it, and both of them had that warning label on the back. I no longer brush with fluoride toothpaste because I saw that. And these were reputable toothpaste brands. They weren't just some, the cheap kind. They were pretty high end. And I was like, nope, I threw them out.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. No, I'm thinking about it. It's a good question.
If it comes to toothpaste, Chris, yes, I'm a spitter. I'm not going to swallow that. I rinse and spit. He's thinking now. It's just something that you just put in the back of your brain, and because that's how it started with me because I knew that fluoride wasn't good, but when I saw that, I never realized.
How did you know that fluoride was not good? All our lives, we've been taught fluoride is good.
Yeah,
How
well,
did you know?
Times are changing. Do research.
Oh,
that's how it is.
I am all about.
We grew up one way, but that's when you learn the truth. It's amazing how things start changing. It's like going down a rabbit hole. It gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And then you discover that there's several rabbit holes to go down. And I've been going down quite a few since 2017. I do use that internet monster. I do use Tom's. Yes. And I just make sure that it's fluoride free too. So I think they had one that was, I can't remember it. I always look, make sure it's fluoride free.
Really? This is about fluoride? Fluoride?
No.
Really? This whole thing is about fluoride.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Just keep going, Z. It's okay. I'm just speaking my truth. We don't have to agree. There's no law so that you have to agree with what I say, and there's no law that I have to agree with what you say.
Do you know? Well, do you know whatever the research is? Do you know what the maximum amount of fluoride is?
I don't know, and I don't care. I avoid it altogether because I don't even want to take a minimal chance with it. How about that? I don't worry about how much. Fine. How much? You mean how much is fatal or
there are
harm?
What RFK is saying is.
Oh my God!
There is an amount of
it.
There is a maximum amount of fluoride that is bad.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Please, no politics. I did not bring politics in it. Why do you keep bringing?
Oh, he has no interest in politics.
I don't have. No. Because you're bringing up politics, like bringing up a specific politician into this. I'm keeping politics out. I'm speaking about fluoride, not about what they're trying. What they're
exactly
doing or not doing. I am talking about that.
Oh, okay. So you don't know. Okay, you're not aware of the whole RFK battle about this subject is, which is fine.
Right? No, because right now I'm not talking about him.
Yeah. RFK was all about this fluoride.
Yeah, but see, I'm not here to talk about him and his movement. I am talking about the specific thing. Not connected to any person, just the thing.
Fine.
I'm sure you could bring up, somebody from the chat and you guys could talk about so-and-so doing this and so-and-so not doing that, but I'm staying out of it. I will not entertain it.
I am glad. I'm glad you're not entertaining it.
You try to interject it, I will avoid it because I will not talk about it. Sticking with the facts, not the fiction. And those are facts. Did you get your toothpaste too? Did you see the warning label on it yet? Because I know we're
gonna have RFK. I think he's gonna come on to talk to you.
Oh my God. He's not getting it.
I hope RFK comes on and talks to you. I'll be the first person to defend you against whatever RFK is saying he hates you for.
Oh my goodness gracious. Actually, I got 3 tubes of Tom's there, internet monster. And they're all fluoride free.
Damn, you're really against fluoride.
Yep. And I don't drink tap water, so I'm not getting it there either. Yeah, I am against it. You got it. Ding, 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 ding. But hey, not everybody is. They knew that it was okay as a kid, so it must be okay now. And then they find out they develop these conditions and wonder what the hell happened when it's too late. But hey,
I know. I'm starting to develop a third hand for my left shoulder.
That's okay. See, I'm not willing to accept things that are supposed to be accepted because actually they're not right. There's something wrong there, but they're trying to hide it.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that.
Come on, someone in that chat, come up on the come up.
I know. I've been asking this for like an hour.
Come up and interject. Prove me wrong.
Or if you're Chinese, Duty Wong.
I didn't say that because Z won't get his toothpaste and look on the back label. Maybe one of you guys could do it. Because I know he brushes with that crappy stuff you buy at the warehouse store that has tons of fluoride in it. So I'm sure it has the warning label on it too.
So honestly, like my view of fluoride is totally different from Truth Words, but I totally respect her position on it.
At least my dinner is now cold enough where I can package it. I don't want to leave it out all night because then I have to throw it away.
Yeah.
Which someone else didn't do. They had to throw it away.
We don't know who she's saying, but she's obviously saying.
You.
No, she's not saying me. I will say, even though she said me, she doesn't really mean me.
No, that's only because you said you left something out for 2 days. I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, I left that out
For 2 days, so you couldn't eat it, right?
Well, 1 day 59 minutes. I got it back in time, so it wasn't officially 2 days.
You said it was 2 days. Now you're
it was. I just rounded, but obviously it was like
you
1
rounded
minute.
it.
One out. Okay. 1 day 59 minutes.
You're backtracking. Okay.
1 day 59 minutes. That's just how.
2 days is now 1 day and a half, right? Okay.
No. 1 day 59 minutes. It rounds down.
He's backpedaling, y'all. Did you hear it?
So she is correct. She is correct that I said
you did say it. I'm not hallucinating.
Yeah, she's absolutely correct. But when I rounded it down using the latest mathematical formulas, it was.
He's backpedaling.
He wasn't totally 2 days, but she is right. I would support her on her claim,
even though he believes that fluoride's still good for you.
I would say the way that most metals work is a certain amount is necessary. After necessary, it becomes okay. After okay, it becomes not so good. After not so good, it becomes terrible. So you could apply that to that. You could apply it to almost any metal. Because you have to have a certain number of metals in your body. But it's okay.
Is fluoride a metal?
I'm guessing yes.
You're the one that's into all that stuff. Well, if it's a metal, that's definitely, okay. Depending on how it reacts once it enters your digestive tract.
It's not considered... I will say it's not considered a heavy metal, but I don't know. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with music. Yeah, nothing to do with music.
Heavy Metal was a great movie, man.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Well, my food that I made tonight. Because I'm trying to cook as long as I have water that works before they shut it off. I had to wait for it to cool off so I could package it and put it in the refrigerator. It was actually out for 2 hours, hour and a half. And I boxed it up.
Oh, damn.
Hour and a half. It got done at 7:30, so an hour and a half. It's 9 o'clock now.
Okay. That's all good. I do have to go to the bathroom. Can you stay down for a minute? Well, I just realized that I have to go to the bathroom.
You have to go to the bathroom. You just realized it.
Yeah, I don't want you logging off when I have to go.
Well, it's
to the
almost my
bathroom.
bedtime, so you got maybe 30 minutes. That's it.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to go off for a minute. I could go off for 30 minutes. Okay.
Well, then I'll just leave, and then they'll sort of see. If I say a certain time period, if I
Can you
leave, at
stay
that
for
period, you have
1
no
minute?
argument.
For 1 minute 59 seconds. Yes, I think the answer is yes.
I want to test out this new dishwasher so bad. Go ahead. Go take care of business. I don't want you busting your bladder. But there you go. People in the chat that I'm not near a device to see what y'all saying, but yeah, I'm real big on the fluoride thing because when I saw that, I was like, there's too many ways that certain entities are trying to poison us that I'm trying to avoid as many of them as possible. So I make my dinners from scratch as much as I can because I know what's in them. That was a very interesting discussion, though. Like trying to keep it off of the political realm was not so easy, but I tried because I don't like to talk about it. So I'm over there scrubbing my cast iron skillet, which is one of the best. It's one of the best.
Ding, ding. Hello,
One of the
welcome.
best ways to cook things is in cast iron.
Yeah, we have a cast iron downstairs.
I have 3, I think. And this one gets used the most. It's a 12-inch.
Oh God, I can never compete with a 12-inch.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
My wife says the same thing.
Oh God, now I know we're not talking about the same thing. My mind doesn't go there, but obviously because you're a guy.
Yes, obviously your mind just went there. But
no,
okay.
Yours did. Mine didn't. I was
Mine
talking
did first. Mine did first.
I was talking about a skillet that I cook in.
Okay.
Yeah. A Lodge skillet, man. That thing gets a lot of. It has a lot of miles on it. Really does. But it's a wonderful skillet, though. I mean, you can pretty much. Cast iron is great to cook with because it conducts heat so well.
Oh, it does.
We
have a cast iron.
Yeah, it's just
which I never cook in.
Heat is wonderful.
I actually never cook in the cast iron. We do.
What?
Oh, I never cook in the cast iron, but we do have it.
You don't cook in it? Oh, that's right. You make stuff that you buy at Costco that you can heat up in 10 minutes.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you, they love you.
They do.
Yes. And I'm not talking about Costco. I'm talking about the manufacturers of all that pre-heat and eat food. Oh, they love you.
Yeah, they probably do.
They hate me, but they love you because they don't make money off of me. I make stuff from scratch. They don't like people like me.
You know what they make the most money on? Actually, you know what they make the least money on?
Me?
That's probably a better question.
Probably me.
No, the least money. They make it on.
I would say me because I don't buy all their cooked, heat and eat food.
Even worse than that.
What's worse?
They make money, the least amount of money on the hot dog soda combo. I think that's number 1. The number 2 is the rotisserie chickens.
Are you talking about the $5 one at Costco that you get every week?
Yeah, the $5 one. Yeah. Those are the 2 things they make. Who's texting me? Hold on.
It's probably the wife saying.
Yeah, it is, but I'm trying to figure out what
She wants you to go out and mow the grass.
No,
I don't know.
I already
I'm
did
joking.
that. I already did that.
It's a little late to mow the grass.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late.
I don't mow my grass. I usually mow my grass like about 3 in the afternoon, 4, something like that. Get it out of the way. And I
Mhm.
did it on Monday, so I'm good for a week. Hopefully until after they clear up this, I don't know, whatever it is they're tearing up over here. They get done with it. Then I got a week to clean it all up. That'll be fun. Said it in
Oh.
the best sarcastic tone.
Hey, SOS Chris. I'm still kind of like just logging in. I'm kind of logging in because I was doing other stuff and then some food stuff. Truth is laughing, but yeah, she absolutely knows I was just doing other stuff and
Do that
in
stuff.
control of the food.
Yeah, I did that too. I do that. Well, that's a nice set. Seasoned cast iron 5-piece set for $99. I like that.
Oh,
I have,
if it's cast iron for
Mhm.
99, it's probably not like original.
It's Lodge. That's what I have. I have a lot. Ooh, they got a 15-inch one? No way. Yeah. I do like it because it just, your food, it turns out better. And although it's not good for frying eggs, but a lot of other stuff you can do.
Okay, that
We
works.
need zinc, not med. Yes, Chris, I do take zinc. I have zinc supplements.
Actually, I do too.
If I feel like I'm getting the sniffles, or if I have my allergies kick in, I
Wait. That's why you
take
take it?
zinc. I take elderberry.
That? So you don't take it every day. You only take it if you feel like you're getting something.
The zinc, yes. Elderberry, no. But
Oh,
lately,
okay.
no, I don't have to take it every day. But it's
I
like,
would say just take zinc every day over elderberry. Just
elderberry
from a
works.
personal opinion.
Well, elderberry works better for me than zinc. But I back it up with zinc if I feel something is like I'm trying to catch something. I'll back it up with both, with the zinc, but the elderberry first because it helps me knock anything that's trying to get me, like, I don't know, just some stupid cold virus going around. I'll take elderberry and it usually kills it. But
I would just say, from what I know, zinc is better than elderberry, but it's okay. Whatever.
Well, it depends on your system. Everybody's system is different. Some people have to do zinc. Some people do elderberry. It's not doesn't make one better than the other. It's just how what your system needs.
Does it? I don't know. I can't.
You can talk logic and science about it all you want. I just know it works for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for you. I just said it works.
No, that part I agree with. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm still looking at these cast iron skeletons.
There's been a lot more research on zinc, and zinc is actually one of the metallic elements that has actually been proven to work very well.
Hello, Johnny Blaze.
Hey, Johnny Blaze.
There's the Emma.
Yeah, it's funny. Johnny Blaze usually comes on it right at the beginning of the stream, even if it's like 4 hours ago. He'll come on the stream.
At the beginning?
Yes, the very beginning. He always comes on at the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
It's been longer than that. It's been 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Oh my God. You're
And
not
the
kidding.
wife is calling you because
Yes, she has been.
she has a honeydew list.
Yes.
And he's trying to ignore it. So
Yes.
so
I
then
just
you're gonna
wanna-
get in trouble, like you always say. You get.
I always get in trouble. But yeah.
I don't know. I don't have
I
that.
was gonna go. I was doing a tennis. Well, I'm not gonna. Next time I'll get into the tennis thing. But okay.
Are you talking about the French Open, which you already talked about earlier?
No.
Oh, you mean about the kid that you're supposed to be teaching?
Yes, the kid.
Oh, that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day, but it sounds like you need to discuss it with her. She wants to discuss it with you, which means her
Yeah.
polite way of saying, get the hell off the computer. I need to talk to you.
Damn it.
I'm not even there, but I could just get the vibe. Yep, that's pretty much it.
Well, yeah.
Boy, marriage sounds like such a joy.
No, it is. It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to the reaction. It is. Especially
Okay.
if you
Anyone
are
else wants to come on?
if you're the person that has to be on the receiving end of the honeydew list. Yeah, I get it.
Well, not. I wouldn't say exactly like the honeydew.
Well, the honeydew list to me can encompass anything, not just chores, but just things that need to get done or things that your SO wants you to get done, which can encompass tennis.
Things that make you go boom. Remember that from the day? Things that make you go boom.
I don't know about that. I think it was said differently.
Mm.
Things that make you go,
Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's actually things that make you go.
It wasn't.
You're right.
It was something else.
Yeah, it was things that make you go
Y'all in the chat.
All right, I'm gonna go. If it looks like no one's coming on, so I'm
They're
gonna.
not coming on because it's probably like what time is it there? It's 9 o'clock here, so it's probably about 2 in the morning in England at least. So no, I think they just rather just listen to what we're talking about, and then when they leave, they're going to look at the back of their toothpaste tubes. So y'all got to tell me if you looked at the back of your toothpaste tubes, what did it say? It probably will say something different if you're in Europe, but if you're in the States, it's probably going to say what I said it says. It has that warning label.
Damn it! You are such a fan of RFK.
No, I am
an
anti-fan of fluoride. This has nothing to do with you. Keep interjecting him. I'm not bringing him up. I'm talking about the specific thing, not a person, not connecting it to a person, just the thing. It's called focusing. I'm not going that direction. We focus and zoom in on one thing. But I'm just telling you, it's facts. And it doesn't matter whether or not you swallow it, ingest it, or how much. The fact that if it's on there, it presents a potential problem. It is harmful.
Okay.
No, they don't say how much.
I don't.
But because it
I'm
is
not,
potentially harmful, they have to label it. That's all I'm saying.
I am
like
not.
Any warning label.
I am not and will not project.
I know, because you're worried about, well, it should be a certain amount. No, it's the fact that it is because
that's not what I'm saying.
Because it has a potential for harm, they have to.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Right.
I have not been able to present the evidence against what you said. So I will support what you said.
That's true, Chris. You're right. You are correct.
That's what I'm saying.
I read Chris what he said. I agree. That's true. It's just
I use science to.
Well, I get the science thing, but
no. Now you're saying everything I didn't say.
No, because I'm still sticking with what I said. There's a warning label. There's a reason for it. It doesn't matter whether it's scientific or not. If there wasn't a potential problem, that label would not be on those things.
Okay.
That's all.
I think I agree with you then.
There you go. That was the whole point. If there's a warning label, there's a potential for harm. Boom. That's all I needed. I don't like stuff that has a warning label like that. But anyways, don't you have a spouse that's probably going to say you're in trouble?
In trouble? Oh, she's saying, "Come in here. I'm going to give you double."
Okay, I don't even want to.
Oh, you don't even know what that means. Okay.
I don't want to know because I'm not married.
Yeah. I said that. I said it on the cuff, but yeah.
Okay, I'm not married, so I don't get that.
Okay, all good. Yeah.
Us singletons don't worry about that, but
Yes.
we just enjoy life, even if it's boring. We're happy because we're at peace, and we don't have people yelling at us. That's how we maintain our peace.
Okay. Oh damn. All good. We're gonna go and we're gonna watch the French Open finals. Oh, is it tomorrow? Men's. It's a men's. Oh, tomorrow's Friday, so men's semifinals.
How long does this go
Friday
on?
And women's finals on Saturday, men's finals on Sunday. That's what we're going to do.
That's just too much tennis.
No, it's really good. It was only like two matches left.
Well, I will say it's not as boring as watching golf. Golf is very boring.
Oh, I agree.
I knew somebody that
And on a different
couldn't
stream.
deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh God. They watched
I
it so
agree.
much that I learned to hate golf.
On a different stream, Truth Warrior, we can get together and say we both hate golf.
Yeah, I will. And I'm in the town where the Memorial Tournament's was being hosted. It's probably over now, and I don't even care about it. My city does. My city loves the Memorial Tournament, but I don't care. So I don't
Yeah,
like
for tennis, I couldn't say that it's like that way. Like me, one of the kids, we go out, we do stuff. But for what you're saying, absolutely true.
Yeah, you golf? Yeah, golf is.
Yeah, I hate golfing.
Golf is so boring. I mean,
oh my god,
I'm sure it's
you're
not
not
boring
kidding.
to play.
You're not
it's
kidding.
boring to watch. How about that?
Yeah.
That's where I was going with it. It's boring to watch.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's way past your bedtime, and MF Chris isn't coming. So,
Oh, why is no one coming? I want someone to come so they could take over the stream.
well, see, they're like me. They won't host it straight.
Ah, damn it.
I wouldn't either. Sorry.
How about this? If I host a stream where I'm actually out in the tennis court, do you think people would log on, even if I can't
know.
talk?
Why don't you
Because
ask them in the line chat? Why don't you
I have
ask them
enough. I do have enough clients to go to the tennis stream.
Ask them in the line chat. Take a poll in the line chat. See what they say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one will come on because I am.
I won't. I got
turns
too much
out,
crap going on.
I am a tennis coach.
I have too much stuff going on. It's called work, and then dealing with this crap at the house.
Hmm.
Nope. Daily life keeps me busy
Yeah.
because that's life. Seeing what new thing they're going to tear up in my house next. So that means more work when they're done. I'm ready for it.
All right, we're good. Thank you guys for coming on. I guess is this a good time to end it?
Yeah, I think there was only 5 people in there, and it's like 2 a.m. over in Europe. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to stay. Triss is still up, but it's late there. I mean, I would say it's safe to say that they probably want thinking about going to sleep if they aren't already.
I agree. I think 5 people on now is a good time to close the stream.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome. And let me know what you see on the back of your toothpaste tube when you finally look at it, because I know you're going
Yes, I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I have to look at it.
to. See, I
This
know.
is the one thing for people in the stream that like I like
I'm just gonna
I don't think it's a
you're
big
gonna
deal.
look. You're gonna look.
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna look.
Mhm.
Yes, of course I'm gonna look. Damn it. All right.
And everybody in the chat, it's been wonderful. Y'all
Thank you.
have a pleasant night. Thank you for having me up.
Thank
Peace
you
out.
for coming
Stay
up.
happy.
Thank you. Thank
And
you,
follow-
Bobby McFerrin. Don't worry, be happy.
And spread joy. What I do.